Welcome back to Virginia This Morning Live right here on CBS 6. With virtual learning for most area students, it's more important than ever to make sure that your child or grandchild gets an annual eye exam, as the added strain of looking at a computer screen or a tablet for hours could potentially cause problems. Recently, Bill spoke with some experts on this topic, and here's that conversation.
Here is a timely question for you. How is this pandemic shaping the health of your children? Experts say with school back in session virtually for most children, and they're forced to spend a lot more time in front of digital devices, and nearsightedness among school-age children is on the rise. Here to talk about this topic is Donna Mazik, Executive Director of the National Association of School Nurses, along with Harvard-trained eye surgeon Dr. Rupa Wong, who join us via satellite today. We welcome them both to Virginia this morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You guys are so busy right now trying to get the word out about this. And I was wondering about this myself because I have a friend who has a now 9-year-old, and that screen is there. That's where the class is and all of that. And then when you take a break, like they're asking, can we do video games? So another screen comes up. That's probably not what you want to see, is it?
Not at all.
Not at all. As a pediatric ophthalmologist, mom of 3 kids, this is very prevalent in my house. My kids are all distance learning right now. And right now I try to tell them to follow the 20-20-20 rule. It helps at least reset their eyes every 20 minutes. They take a 20-second break where they look at something 20 feet away. That way it just decreases the amount of eye strain during all of this distance learning.
This has to be such a hard thing to for kids to kind of grasp, because they were used to, when they got out of school, they have their after school treat or whatever, and then they could that was their free time, was to get on that screen and do what they wanted to do. Now, explain that 20-20-20 again, 20-second break, 20 feet away.
20-second break. Yep, 20 feet away every 20 minutes. So okay. I know of some virtual teachers that are actually setting alarms in their classrooms and instituting that, leaving a classroom to do this.
So we mentioned nearsightedness. Is that the biggest problem at this point?
Yes, in the past, they used to think that nearsightedness was just genetic. If you had a parent, then that was what influenced a child becoming nearsighted. But now there's a lot of lifestyle factors as well. So now there's some parents that aren't nearsighted at all, and their child might be nearsighted. So on this really amazing website, coopervision.com, they actually have a myopia simulator. And so for parents that aren't nearsighted, what it does is it shows you what your child might be experiencing, what the world looks like to them if they're nearsighted. So it shows them a classroom and a gym, and you can toggle back and forth. On that same website, it's actually also a myopia quiz. So parents can take and answer those 6 questions and figure out what the likelihood is of their child being nearsighted. Even simpler at home, they can just stand 20 feet away from a microwave oven, and that digital display, that's actually about 20/20, what I read in my office. So have your child read those numbers with each eye. If there's an issue with that, that might be a sign that, again, that there's a vision problem going on and that the child needs to get booked for an appointment with their eye care professional. And as a peds ophthalmologist and a mom of 3 kids, in the past, I could never really offer children's parents something to slow that progression of nearsightedness down, because they're on doing so much near work. But now there's a new FDA-approved contact lens called MySight, and what it does is it slows that nearsightedness progression down when kids start that treatment between ages 8 through 12. So it's great to have a lot of tools in our tool belt now.
That is amazing. All right, so we try to learn something every day, and I've already learned from you about the microwave oven. I hadn't heard that before. That's absolutely great. That's a great little tip there. Yeah. All right, so we stand back and check out the microwave. And mine's flashing 12. But anyway, let's move on to the next step for kids. So you want them to take that break, and obviously get away from screens for a while. What would be next?
So Donna actually reviews with teachers as well some things that they can be doing during the virtual classroom to make sure that the children are not at risk. Donna?
That's right. So school nurses are speaking with teachers and parents and caregivers about some things they can do to create an environment that's conducive for learning in the virtual space, and making sure there's good lighting where the child is learning, making sure the device is at a little bit of distance from the student, and that their posture is straight, so they're more aligned and not given to slouching, which is fatiguing as well. And also making sure that those vision concerns, those signs and symptoms, those behaviors that Dr. Wong spoke about, making sure that they're recommending a visit, that the teachers would recommend and the parents would go have a visit with the eye care professional.
Posture. I didn't know we were going to go there this morning when we were talking about eyesight and things like that. It is important, though.
It is important. It's important even as we are adults and children learning and sitting in front of screens. We want to make sure that we're not causing more a strain on our bodies by slouching, by not just kind of putting extra pressure on the neck and in different areas of the body.
Well, I can see you. You can't see me, but I just sat up straight and put my shoulders back on when you were saying that. So thank you both very much. It was nice talking to you. For more information, we're going to post a link on our show website later today at WTVR.com/VTM. Stay tuned. Virginia This Morning returns after a quick break.